Hey, I'm Brint with AOSU, the home security camera system, and we're here at CES 2026. It's one of the biggest consumer electronics show in the world, and we're here introducing some of our new cameras, our new features, some of our AI integration, and some of our new ecosystem ability, which we're excited to show here at the show today. So at the front of our booth is the T2 Pro. This is our newest camera. What it is a dual camera. It has two cameras. One is a wide viewed camera and one is a PTZ camera. They're both in 3K. And what this allows you to do, as you can see, is it gives you one complete wide view. But when you want to look closer and get a close-up shot of something, you can kind of touch the screen on your phone and it will move the camera to what you want to look at. So it will even zoom in. So that way you can see things like license plates really clearly from any kind of distance. The other part about this camera is that it's completely solar powered. The solar panel this year, we've made it about 23% more efficient. That means that if you have like a lot of cloud coverage or shading or something, the sunlight can still get all the energy from the sunlight. The other cool thing is that this solar panel is detachable. So it's attached to the camera now, but you can actually take it off and attach it anywhere you want, like on your roof. We include like a 10-foot long cable, and that way you can put it on top of your roof and put the camera like under an eaves or an awning or something like that. The other cool part about this camera is the design of it itself. What it has is what I call it like a swing arm, and that swing arm allows you to put the camera where you need it to be, but it also allows you to have the PTZ turn and look behind the corner. That's what we're calling like around the corner view. So you can buy this camera individually as well. And it has the ability to have 256 gigabytes SD card inserted to it, so you can keep everything local. There's also some AI processing that's done locally on the camera, such as facial recognition and vehicle recognition. So that vehicle recognition can, if you drive your car up, it will automatically set a perimeter around your vehicle, which then means that if somebody enters that space, you can get a notification or get an alarm. Also, with some of the facial recognition and the way that this camera has 3 sensors, the 3 sensors include the PIR, a radar, and then it also has AI. And with those working together, you get less notifications. So it's a smarter camera and you can buy it individually, but you can also connect it to our ecosystem, which is part of the AOSU Cortex. And that can make it so that you can store up to 16 terabytes of video footage, and you can work with that with up to 8 cameras. So it's a really exciting piece of technology. I think it's really cool. You can look around and it can look behind itself. We have a pretty cool display here right now to kind of show how the camera can move and lock onto the target. The other thing I kind of want to mention is that we have what is called one camera hunts or one camera guards and one camera hunts. So you have this front 170-degree view as a wide view, and then what happens is that if it sees somebody, this camera can snap into position, lock on, and then zoom in on the action. So that way what you see is, like I said, one camera guards and one camera will hunt. So that's kind of a cool technology behind this device as well. So we're really excited to introduce it this year, and yeah, I think it's a great piece of security. So now on this side of the booth, we have our SolarCam T2 Ultra. This camera is really special for us because it has a feature called True Color Night Vision. And what True Color Night Vision is something that was developed by our engineers, which allows our camera to actually see through the dark without any extra lighting. So here what we have is a display of what is going on right now inside this wall. We have a little miniature house, and what it's showing is how vibrant the color can be. There's no extra lighting in here. This is a comparison photo. At CES, there's a lot of Wi-Fi interference going on. So this is just an image, but inside there's actually 2 cameras, and it's supposed to be a comparison. But actually, this is what a normal site looks like inside the booth. And down here is what the true color night vision looks like. And actually, here we have at our booth a way to open this up and see that it's completely pitch black inside. So the camera is looking at a model house, and you can see in real time, it's completely dark in there. So this camera is really cool. It's also solar powered and it's 4K. And about the 4K is that there's true color, and that true color is also in 4K. So this camera is really strong at seeing everything. We also have the PIR sensor, and it has the radar as well, and it's PTZ. So that camera is a pretty good camera for us. It comes in a kit of like 2, 4, 6, 8, and it also can be integrated into our AOSU Cortex ecosystem. And so another feature with this camera is its triple detection. That triple detection includes the radar, like I mentioned, the PIR and AI. Those three are working together to bring you really accurate notifications. People get bombarded with a lot of different notifications, and this is reducing that amount. So with those three things working together, you get really good service and everything. So now, I keep mentioning about the AOSU Cortex. Now, the AOSU Cortex is another big thing for us this year, so I'm gonna show you what it can do with our cameras. So we can go through here and everything. And we have a big display here. What that is, sorry, we're really busy here today. A lot of people checking us out, because this is actually what I think is the coolest part of our display. So the AOSU Cortex is something that we're very proud of. It came out last year, but we've been doing a lot of work with it, trying to make it more universal, I would say. So currently the AOSU Cortex can connect up to 8 cameras. It can also be upgraded to 16 terabytes of storage, and internally has 32 GB. It also, the big thing that's happening right now is that we're going for more of a modular system. So previously we would offer kits, and those kits would have maybe 2, 4, 6, 8 cameras. But what we find is that everybody's house is so different, and their security needs are also very different. What they want to do is connect different types of cameras. So now, instead of buying 6 of the same camera, you can buy different types of cameras to connect to the system. So for example, if you want to have a doorbell, maybe 2 PTZ cameras, maybe a bullet camera, which is just a static camera, and then another doorbell maybe, and then one of our T2 Pros, this can all connect now to the AOSU Cortex. And the other cool part about that, which will be an upcoming thing, is that they can start working together. And by that, I mean, we have things like camera-to-camera tracking. So what could happen, for example, is that the doorbell could pick up some event. Then if that person leaves the door and goes around your house, they can go and get captured by this camera. And maybe they go around again, they get captured by this camera, get captured by this camera, whatever you have. And it can be all stitched together so you can see one seamless video. That part for us is really exciting, and is a technology that will continue this year improving and trying to get our full ecosystem set up. So that part we're really excited to kind of announce, but also with some of our older products, we're also adding those to the ecosystem as well. So with this AOSU Cortex, this will be like the brain of the entire security system. What we also have is the AOSU base. This is our 2nd generation of AOSU base. And what this is essentially a kind of a smaller version of this device. This will give us 1 terabyte or up to 1 terabyte of storage with an SD card. And it can connect up to 6 cameras. So this is a little bit simpler, but it also, both of these kind of stations extend your Wi-Fi so it can reach further distances in your house. And then going back to the AOSU Cortex, there's some AI processing going on. And those AI features are coming out this year. So we have things like the wildlife animal detection. Your daily security report is going to be extra smart, so you can get to day-to-day activities, and it's more, what would you call it, more robust. And then we also are going to have some new features that will be using a subscription for the AI. The reason that we have the subscription part here is that this AI has to be processed. So for example, we're going to have the ultimate package guard, which is something that will let you know when things are dropped off, picked up, or if they're stolen, or even if how long they've been sitting at your house. And it can also do some of the talking for you through your doorbell. You also have the smart parking protection, which will allow you to guard your vehicle at any moment in time. this year, what we're trying to do is develop more of those type of features that are useful for our users. And we're very excited to get that going, you know? And with the AOSU Cortex, like I said, it's gonna be the brain of all that. It's gonna allow you to process all that information faster. But the other one thing I wanna mention is that I say these are a subscription, but you don't need a subscription to use this device. All you need to do is get your local storage. You can store everything on here. You can use the cameras as normal. You'll have some AI features that can come through here, like facial recognition, the identity recognition. But then you can go further with that and add more AI to it with the subscription. So that's kind of our plan this year. We want to keep everything flexible for our users. Like I said, we talked a lot last year with a ton of security users to find out what they really wanted in their home setup. And what we found was that having this kind of modular way of using your cameras is probably the best way to set up a security that's like right for you. So with everything going on this year and all these products coming out and new products, you know, we're always trying to make new things, new security advances. What we really want to do is bring security to everybody. And with that, we're trying to make our devices really affordable, friendly, easy to use, simple to set up, all kinds of things that will make it so that you can just take it out of the box and have security at your house. You can find all these products and all of our kits on AOSULife.com, and we also sell on Amazon. So those are the two places we sell most of our cameras at. We have discounts all the time, and yeah, go check them out and see what's there for you.